going on, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages? Welcome to another Road to 300 SP here on the glorious blockchain that is known as Steem, as well as DTube. So, just a quick little overview of what's going on. Hopefully you guys have been paying attention to everything I've been doing at Steem Savvy, including this awesome stuff, the badges and your profile page on Steem Savvy. You can reach that by clicking on account and then badges inside of your members area. So it's right there. It'll pop up. And what's cool though is that you can get badges and now share them on Twitter and Facebook. So you can actually broadcast to people when you've reached certain achievement levels, which is pretty cool. Don't worry, every tweet and every Facebook post is linked directly to your Steem Savvy referral link. So you actually could build your team here at Steem Savvy just by collecting badges. So there's loads of badges that you guys can find while doing the training at Steem Savvy. So let's dive into last week's content and last week's questions and answers. Remember, the tip of last week was Content Creation 101. Ask yourself, what do you love? Write and talk about that each and every day. So we had some really good feedback last week, so let's dive in, and we'll start off with New Age Investor. Another way I measure my progress is participating on a number of leagues that have great metrics to measure engagement and curation efforts. Is not as simple given that I am purchasing, it is not simple given that I am purchasing often, but it helps. Yeah, so I had no idea what these things were. So big shout out to New Age Investor for actually waking me up to these things called curation leagues. I had no idea these things existed, but apparently it's ABH12345, Paula G, they have a bunch. I had no idea that this stuff existed. So huge shout out to New Age for putting me onto this and just taking, making me known to this really cool, these cool projects that are helping engagement and curation around the blockchain. So, and it shows you, the importance of something like a Steem Savvy, because I had no idea that this stuff existed. So I'm going to be including that in the training at Steem Savvy, because I'm always growing and I'm always trying to learn. So there you go. So big shout out to all the curation leagues, as well as New Age Investor for putting me onto that. So thank you, sir. Nathan Mars, Mr. Nathan Mars, the hardest work, the James Brown of the Steem blockchain. Can we call him that? The hardest working man in Steem, and just an awesome guy. And he said, in my opinion, we should create the kind of content that we personally like to consume. But like you said, having passion for what you do as well as being authentic is important as well. Yeah, so I completely agree with this statement. Something that I don't know about you guys. I'll kind of do a little story time. So we're gonna do like the Scooby-Doo storyline here. Going back in time, I was in love with infographics. I don't know if you guys were if you remember infographics. They were really big. They're still around, but they were really popular probably 5 to 6 years ago. And I was absolutely I was just obsessed with watching them and looking at them and reading them and printing them out, and it was the content I loved to consume. This was key. It was content I loved to consume. So for me, for my business, my partners and I, we actually started creating infographics because we were creating the type of content that we personally love to consume. And this holds true here on Steem as well. Now, I'm, big shout out to everybody that's still doing infographics. I think they're awesome personally. But whatever you have a passion for, hopefully it's something you like to read about, blog about, vlog about. This is what Nathan is saying here. So you will find inspiration inside of you when you're creating stuff that you personally like to consume yourself. So this is a huge point, and thank you for bearing with my 45 seconds of story time about the infographics. Talk to me about infographics one day. You'll love my stories. Anywho, let's keep going. We got Eric Burgoyne. Create the content outside of your comfort zone. It will make you stretch your comfort zone to new heights. Yeah, it never stops. I mean, again, going back up here to this Curation League stuff, I had no idea that this stuff existed. So the fact that I'm doing this Road to 300 SP initiative, I got to learn about this because I'm doing something that's out of my comfort zone. It's not really out of my comfort zone, but it's making me stretch. Every Wednesday, I make sure that I answer questions and ask you guys to ask me questions because I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to get outside of, I want to get to new heights. This is the key. I want to get to new heights, and to do that, I think you got to stretch yourself. So I completely agree with that, Eric. Really good point. Pixie Post, Miss Jen is here, and I resonated so much with so much of this. As an experienced content creator like yourself, we always knew showing up and being consistent in daily posts and other content is crucial. Yeah. I already have seen in a week what a fantastic community is here on Steem. I haven't been this excited to create content in a long time. For anyone just getting into this like myself, always be authentic, absolutely, and do what brings you joy. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. That is the beauty of this platform. So much can be done, and the money is just the icing on the cake. Great video. Yeah, I mean, and first of all, again, welcome. I mean, this is week 2 now that you're back here on Steem, Jen, and you've been just awesome to be around and continued success. And I mean, your journey is just beginning. I mean, keep going at this, and 6 months from now, you're just going to be blown away. You're going to be like, if you thought the first week was good, wait until you get into this 6 months down the road. You'll fall in love with it even more. But yeah, you really hit the nail on the head. It's being consistent, right? How do you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. Well, same thing here on Steem. How do you get to 300 SP? Well, you do it by being consistent. Do the daily post. Do the daily engagement. Be out there. Use the dApps. Just be seen. Out of sight, out of mind. You really want to, if you're not comfortable doing content every day, at least comment. At least comment. Do what Jen's doing. Do what Eric's doing. Do what Nathan's doing. Do what New Age Investor's doing. Comment. You don't need to make posts all the time. Just create the content and you will be seen. You will be out there, you will be in front of people, and you will get upvotes and you'll get noticed. And this is how you build your SP, by consistently doing this stuff each and every day. Great comments, Jen. Thank you. Rokani said, I like to create content which is connected to family, fiction, and poetry. Everyone has experience in their family. Agree. It can be shared to inspire others. With fiction, we can wander along our imagination. With poetry, we can solid our mind in a meaningful short sentence. Warm regards from Indonesia. Yeah, I mean, and just kind of going back to what Jen said here, that's the beauty of this platform. You can do so much. So you said that family, fiction, and poetry. If that brings you joy, and if that, like Nathan said, is stuff that you like to personally consume, by all means, this is great. I mean, obviously, family is huge. Writing about family is really, really important, I think. Fiction, absolutely. Poetry, absolutely. I mean, these are great niches that you can definitely crush it in. So I say keep going. Really, really good points. And just like Jen said above, this is what's so awesome about Steem, is that every single niche can be filled. It's awesome. Cool. Great comment. Thank you. Chitasoshi. Oh my gosh, I'm destroying that name. I apologize. You need to have the fun. You need to have fun to produce the content. Yeah, exactly. And that's, if it's not fun, why bother? I mean, we're really, really lucky to be here on Steem at this time in history, and we have the opportunity to create some amazing stuff. And it's just, it's supposed to be fun, right? I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be work, and it's supposed to be hard work, and you're supposed to put effort into stuff, but if it's not fun, like, why bother? It's a really good point. I really do like that point, and I agree with it completely. Mr. Robert Andrew, great comment here. I will many times just walk out of my front door, video recorder in hand, to find passionate things to video blog about. Yeah, dude, I mean, this is such a huge point. Fun story. I think I've mentioned this before. I actually took a trip a couple of years ago to Walmart, and I had my phone on me, and I started taking pictures and noticing things in Walmart. I had content. I kid you not. I had about 3 to 4 pieces of content from one trip to Walmart. This is a, yeah, and I even say it here. This is a huge nugget, man. I mean, this is what's so cool about the time in history that we're here on Steem. We have our phones. We can take pictures. We can do videos. We can find inspiration. It's amazing what you can do when you have that ability to snap photos and take pictures. And again, I kid you not, going to Walmart got me a week's worth of content. Yes, great point. I love it. Mr. Nightmare 89. People attract the content they found the love and sincerity on it, though there are others who only cared for those who are powerful but remember not at all. Still, a lot of good people in the world, and you can't find one, then be the one. That is my answer. Wait, am I being asked? Yeah, I mean, this is a great point here. I mean, we complain, right? And I mean, this is kind of goes back to my point about this whole initiative here, right? This whole initiative is the road to 300 SP. So I'm trying to help you guys get to 300 Steem Power. Okay, so some of the quickest ways to do it would be get upvoted or delegated by Mr. Delegation or Freedom, right? I mean, a massive whale coming by and upvoting every single piece of your content for the next 2 weeks. That'll help. That would help tremendously. Here's the reality of it. That's not going to happen. So you need to be the change. I mean, that's exactly what Mr. Nightmare said here. If you can't find the people, be the people. So what I recommend, again, on your journey here to 300 SP is don't sit around waiting for delegation. Don't sit around waiting for upvotes. Be the person, kind of what Nathan said here, that you like to watch. Be the person that you want to work towards attracting more upvotes, attracting more comments, attracting more delegation. I mean, you can't just sit around and wait for it to happen. You have to work at it. So don't wait around. This is my big nugget today, is don't wait around and get permission to be a force here on Steem. Build it yourself. Get out there, build it yourself. Don't worry so much about what else is going on the blockchain, what drama is going on, who's fighting with who. Doesn't matter. What matters is your journey and how you are creating something amazing here. So just keep building every single day, and if you don't see the type of person that that you want to become that person, that is huge. Really, really good point. There you go. Norbert said, Icarus 56. That was a tongue twister. It's learning by doing, I think. I've never blogged before, but when I started here at Steem It a year ago, it is your year, yes, I had no idea what to write about. It's a steady process in the development of yourself, especially when you want to write in a foreign language. But the more you write, the more you know what people might be interested in. By the way, it was you, John, that brought me to Steem It, and tomorrow will be my first anniversary. I hope to find the passion to write about my journey here, because it is also the funeral day of your father, who passed, which is tomorrow as well. So, first of all, massive condolences, dude. Again, that's never easy. Obviously, and all I can do is give you thoughts and prayers, man. But your points here. First of all, the fact that you are from Germany, I would never be able to tell with your writing, dude. You write really good English, man. I mean, it's really, really good. So you're doing great, man. And I love that you do both in German and in English too with your blog. So, dude, you're an awesome guy, man. I mean, you've been with me for years. I've known you for years and years, way before Steem. And it's awesome that you celebrated, a year on the blockchain. So continued success, man, in everything you do. And then finally, we got Anshul1. Hope we can also be the person with high Steem Power. Yeah, and I mean, slow and steady. I mean, this is, if you want to be the person with high Steem Power, it starts, you got to, again, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So don't try to get 1 million Steem Power overnight. You're not going to do it. Work for 300. That's what our goal is. Our goal is to get to 300, and then 300 turns into 1,000. 1,000 turns. I'm living proof of this, man. I mean, I'm living proof that this showing up everyday stuff works. I'm not a whale. But I'm picking away, man. I'm taking bites of this elephant every single day, and it's growing and it's starting to snowball. And I'm not worried about the upvotes. I appreciate them. I love them, and I thank you guys for your support. But what I'm more interested in is building relationships with you guys long term, so that we can build something amazing here. So that all the upvotes and stuff are just a bonus, right? The Steem Power that we get every week is a bonus. That's what I'm after. So, anywho, thank you guys for taking part this week. Remember, I not only answer the questions, but I also upvote you. And I also give you Steem Basic Income, this nice little thing, for taking part. So I'm looking for questions and comments. If you're stuck on anything, if you want to know some other tips and tricks on how to get a road to 300 SP, if you got questions about Steem Savvy, let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and you will be rewarded for taking part on my blog, not only in the form of upvotes, but also with SPI units as well. So have a great week. I will see you guys in the comment section and as well on the video next week. Take care, guys.